It was a very interesting session, Sandeep bhai, and I think the whole day we've gone through some very interesting sessions and we've enjoyed all those sessions extremely. I'm really honored to do this honor of introducing the change makers of Gujarat. What is the philosophy behind these change makers, behind awarding these change makers of Gujarat, is something I'd like to throw a little light upon. It is basically our effort to recognize the stalwarts from this industry who have made a difference in the IT space over last 3 decades or 4 decades. As IT has gone drastic change, these stalwarts have changed, they've inspired us, they have adapted to the changes, and they have become the change also. So in these new IT scenarios. So today we have chosen 3 stalwarts, one from the industry. He comes from a pharma background today with his previous experience in auto, Sanjay Muralkar. Second is Subramaniam ji, more fondly called Subi sir. He comes from the electronics background. And the third is Biren bhai, our own Biren bhai from the IT space. So we have chosen these 3. I'd like to quickly run through their introductions, and so that you can see the kind of good work they have done over so many years, and therefore we decided to recognize them. What we are today is primarily because some of these stalwarts stayed put in these positions for years together. They gave us the platform, they gave us the space, they gave us the framework on which we have built the next round of buildings. So I'll share, like it is like this, that possibly when we talk in the IT space, many of us talk about Gujarat having missed the IT bus has been the old story which has been discussed. It has been some of these stalwarts who made sure that the bus stop remains and we can start a new bus service there. So, first of all, my introduction for Sanjay Muralkar ji, Muralwar ji. Sanjay ji today is currently Group CIO for Zydus Cadila. He has over 28 years of experience in IT domain. He started working as an infrastructure support engineer and working in those times with complex technology integrations and client server technologies. And from there he moved on to become the CTO for Bajaj Auto. But I think Gujarat had a calling and he moved from Bajaj Auto to Torrent Pharma as CTO, wherein he worked on leveraging IT in especially SAP ERP as early as 2004-05. So it included connecting multiple locations, collaboration tools, management and protection, and field force automation for over 4,000 people. And that seems big when you compared what was happening around 4-5 space. With the advent of internet, virtualization technology provided a rich environment to build efficiencies, and Sanjay led many projects around web application, data center consolidation, client virtualization. SAP rollout, integrating overseas location were part of Sanjay's achievements. Sanjay moved on to Zydus to steer IT initiatives of yet another, probably he's written fast, but I would read as fastest growing organization in overseeing initiatives of compliance, document management, migration from SAP ECC to HANA, LIMS, QMS, and many other digital initiatives in manufacturing, sales, marketing, and quality functions. Sanjay's huge experience in application and infrastructure deployment, his balanced risk-taking abilities, and his successful deployment of emerging technologies has benefited businesses, and he has been recognized as an early adopter of technology trends. His illustrious career has seen him win many organizational and external recognitions. Thank you, Sanjay ji, for giving us this opportunity to honor you. I'll briefly discuss Mr. Subramaniam, better known as Subi sir, is an entrepreneur. Well, when I started my career, Meshibus was one of those organizations in Gandhinagar which I used to visit, that in early 90s, and I can definitely remember having met you a couple of times at that time. Maybe we have a we can have another face-to-face meeting sometime soon.
Sure. Welcome, sir.
It comes up. An entrepreneur with amazing enthusiasm, commendable leaderships, innovative ideas, and incredible energy. Mr. Subramaniam holds a BE degree in electronics from NIT Trichy. He began his career as a marketing engineer in Systronics, moved on to Nelco, Tata company. In 75, along with another colleague from Nelco, he founded Meshibus, a first generation startup company. So what we're trying to do today in 2020, he did it in 1975. So all of us were probably small kids, just in school at that time. Subi sir is instrumental in laying the foundation of perseverance and strong values in Meshibus. His vision of evolving world-class instrumentation company to serve as many customer applications, his total commitment to TQM and HRD has led to Meshibus stepping into the 5th decade to serve 5,000 customers. It is an ever-challenging and highly competitive business in an ever-challenging and highly competitive business environment. Actually, if you look at it, Meshibus is one of those companies which is held strong when everybody else from electronic industry in GIDC Gandhinagar disappeared. So it's an acknowledgement, and I think possibly the right spirit has kept it there and flying high. Biren Bhai, our own Biren Bhai, I would like to call him Biren Bhai, but Biren Shah from Adit Microsys, was born in 60, is a first generation entrepreneur, moved to Ahmedabad in 1966, 6 years. So, and has made Ahmedabad his home. He lived away from Ahmedabad for 10 years for education and work, but definitely is calling to Ahmedabad. He returned to Ahmedabad in 87 and has been running his own business since then. Biren earned his engineering degree from BITS Pilani, his postgraduate in industrial engineering from NITIE, Bombay, and after a couple of years he earned his MBA specializing in MIS from Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, USA. Since 90, he is working his business providing end-to-end information technology solutions. He believes in committed work for customers, nurturing local talent and balancing work and family life. Music, sports and travel have been his lifelong passions. I think I know good about his music passion, and that is definitely very strong.
Thank you.
Biren sincerely believes in his philosophy of great Gujarati poet Shri Sundaraman, who manvi manav thau to gano. Did I read it right?
Right.
Yeah. Manvi manav thau to gano.
So I have had an opportunity to read out the brief profiles of these big stalwarts who have spent, I think, starting with Subi sir, who has almost spent 5 decades, Biren Bhai almost spending 4, and Sanjay Bhai doing about 3 decades in the IT industry. The IT industry has gone a transformation, absolute transformation and change, and the toughest survived. So I am with the toughest guys today. Karina, I would request you to invite them to give a small,
sure,
and then possibly we can share the honors. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm very happy to let you all know that we are being accompanied by Shri Harit Shukla, IAS, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat. He is here with us. And while the stalwarts are being felicitated, he is passing his best wishes to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So we have digital change maker personalities, the trendsetters, the pathfinders here with us, and to share their valued thoughts for the entire business fraternity one by one, I request all of you. And to begin with, would like to invite Senior General Manager, Group CIO, Zydus Kerala, Shri Sanjay Moralvarji.
Good afternoon to everybody.
Very good afternoon.
Yeah, I would like to thank Mr. Oberoi for introducing and talking out about my profile, and also the office bearers of GACIA and all my friends who have actually joined this seminar. I actually joined this presentation at 11 o'clock, and then since then I've been connected. I actually felt that I missed out the 1 hour because it has been very good. I would actually like to appreciate the panel discussion and how each member in the panel actually mentioned about how digital transformed, digital helped them, and how they had their journey on digital. So I would like to not take more time, but just explain on what Mr. Oberoi said on the survival. So I would like to tell you that when I started my career in 90, if we had to speak to or talk to our or communicate anything to our head office, we used to write down inter-office memos. That was 90s. From 90 to 98, it was that time when we didn't have any other communication media. 98, when I joined Bajaj Auto, we had a very primary mailing system, an MTA mailing system, where mails would go on a batch mode. Then came the actual real-time mailing system. Then today you see how if I have to communicate, no inter-office memos, and I'm lucky that I have seen that journey. So that is also digital. Okay, from writing a office memo to communicating and conveying your message to the recipient within almost 6 seconds, which otherwise would have taken 4 or 5 days, 6 days, 10 days, based on the distance. So digital is that, and digital was that, and will remain that. Coming to the current scenario of how, because all of us are very easily able to relate to the current pandemic situation. Everybody is talking about the pandemic situation and how even there are jokes that who triggered the digitalization in your organization. People say COVID triggered it, not the CEO, not the CFO, but it's the COVID who triggered the digitalization. So yes, it is the truth. It has actually triggered, and it is actually prioritized organizations' priorities, keeping some priorities aside and taking digitalization or taking digital as on the forefront. Yes, a good DR, a good BC, a good business continuity helped the organizations to see through the pandemic situation. Though we have not completely seen through the pandemic situation. Let's hope the vaccine comes out quickly and we see through the pandemic situation. But yes, the current situation has actually helped the organizations to look at digitalization with a different purview, with a different eye. Okay, and many have actually ensured that business happens seamlessly, business happens without any disruption, and there are no loss of sales. One particular thing which has happened because of digitalization is adoption of digital tools, adoption of collaboration tools. The smallest of the organizations have recognized that using tools like Zoom, say BlueJeans, say Teams, have actually helped them collaborate and eliminate the travel, not doing the travel, and achieving their objectives. So this was otherwise in a normal scenario, to propagate the idea of not doing a travel and doing a meeting through a collaboration tool would have been a major journey, or would have been a major task for IT to perform. But this actually helped the entire technology team to propagate it within the organization. And I'll tell you, it has been accepted without any problem. And now people are saying that we do not want to travel. The user is coming, the most traditional user is coming and saying that I don't want to travel now. Okay, so this is another effect of digitalization. You won't believe that the last quarter, many organizations who have declared their results, they have their bottom lines increased because of the saving of travel costs, huge saving of travel costs. Now, the one more thing which I want to, so from the point of view of technology and other things, the softer issue. The organization has recognized the efforts, the existence of the IT department. I want to put it forth here. People are thanking the warriors, like the doctors, like the nurses, like the police, like the other people. So who have actually supported the pandemic, resolutions on the pandemic. Similarly, IT as a function within the organizations has got recognitions. This is one good thing, because this is a thanks which is happening to the IT department, who have been selflessly contributing towards the progress of the organization. I have in my lifetime received so many emails in the first month of lockdown from so many people saying that it was so seamless, it was no disruption, and we really thank you to be there by our side during this period. And it was really great, and the entire IT team was motivated because of this. And this has happened, I'm not saying it has happened to me only, it's happened across the organizations. People have recognized it and they have thanked the IT department internally. So I would like to stop here, and again I would like to thank the entire GACIA team. All of them are my friends. I know Maulik Bhai very nicely, I know Pranav Bhai very nicely, I know Mr. Oberoi also very nicely. So thank you very much for considering me for this award. It's actually a privilege. I feel privileged on receiving this award. Thank you very much.
The pleasure is all ours. Thank you so much for being with us.
Our secretariat has kept the trophy a secret. So if you could show the trophy that has been sent to.
Yeah, I'll show it.
Oh, lovely.
I think we would have loved to hand it over face to face, but I think we will have to use the digital medium in these times.
Yeah. But I will tell you, Mr. Oberoi and all the office bearers of GACIA, it's really a privilege to receive such an honor. I was sharing, I lost my father 3 years back. I know that what he would have told when he would have seen this. He would have told me that, boy, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you of receiving such an honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I request Managing Director of Massivus Automation and Instrumentation Private Limited, Shrikesh Subramaniam. Sir, please say a few words.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all the viewers who are listening to me, and good evening to the office bearers of GACIA who are taking forward what I ignited as one of the founder members of GACIA as early as 95. As Oberoi said, this digitization has really been a journey. When I was studying in college, it was all the vacuum tube jamana, not even the transistors. Transistors were just coming in. So over the period of 5 decades, we would have possibly crossed 10 generations in electronics. And as he rightly put, only the fittest will survive. And we have survived, and not only we have survived, we have grown during this period, and using technology and also the knowledge of and also listening to the customer, like what the jeweler gentleman said, to develop products and processes. We were the first in the country in 1975 to produce the first digital indicator, and from then on we made the first digital controller, then the first digital data logger, and then we moved forward in the instrumentation arena. So our customers are mostly industries from atomic energy to zinc, whom we help them to digitize their processes over the period of time. So then came the 90s, and the 90s opened up India, and we went abroad, and we brought in a lot of partnership, and we encouraged our customers to move even more faster by virtue of their processes, by virtue of their control systems, and by virtue of communications, which is happening from whatever is happening in the field to now right up to the boardroom. So we are now enabling customers to get all the information what they are in the production data right up to their ERP system. We are very much there. And today, as is the days of digitization, and we have seen Industry 2, Industry 3. Now we are in the Industry 4, which is the IIoT arena, industrial instrumentation of things, as we call it. So we are enabling now customers to put all their information onto the cloud, and they can get the data. Not only can get the data sitting somewhere else, they can even control their system. They can take secure information, and all those areas we are now making people enjoy the benefits of digitization, and we have made people travel all these areas in the last 5 decades. Now, when I'm saying we, this award is not for me, it is for our team, my colleagues, my co-directors, my team of engineers who are right now with me, and my team of engineers who have also contributed from day one in this process of making digital technology available to the industries through virtue of automation businesses. And today, we have got customers all over the world. We have got offices. I mean, we have done some wonderful jobs. I mean, in the area of digitization, the list is endless. I don't want to take so much time. And right, and our customer base is also about 20,000. And if I can talk on for about 3 to 4 hours, Oberoi. So I'll like to cut short. And I'm accepting this award not personally for me, but on behalf of my team, my colleagues, my co-directors, Mr. Dominic, Mr. Saurabh, and all the engineers who are here with us, and all the engineers who have contributed to what Massivus is today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
One of
It's
these
a
days, we
pleasure.
would definitely like to hear your 3 or 4 hour story also. You must
Sure. I mean, which I do share with students in many of the engineering colleges and management institutes, and they give me 1 hour, but I go on for 3 hours.
Definitely also like to make sure that the industry guys also get inspired by your story. My apologies, I missed in your profile that you were a founder member of Gesia.
Yeah.
I think the foundation stone that you lay, we are trying to take it forward to the next.
As somebody said, no, necessity is the mother of invention. So Gesia was a necessity for us sitting in Gandhinagar. In fact, we were in ODAV. From ODAV as a partnership company, when we came to Private Limited in Gandhinagar, when I bought a plot, some of my colleagues were telling, hey, why are you going to Gandhinagar? It's a graveyard. Are you a fool? I challenged them. No. I said, I'll be a Hindi fool on the Khabristan. Don't worry. It won't be an English fool, but I'll be a Hindi fool, and I'm proving them right.
So true.
You're actually a flourishing flower in that area.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all of you on behalf of my entire team of 250 people who are with me today.
Thank you. You truly are an inspiration for all of us. Thank you, sir. So moving forward, would like to invite Managing Director Aditya Microsys Private Limited, Shri Biren Shah. So please say a few words.
I think we should.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You're right.
Sorry,
Thank you so much.
Tejinder ji, I couldn't hear you.
I think we should look forward to some singing also from him.
Sure, at the right time. But yeah, namaste. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
And first things first, I hope all of you and your respective families are safe and being patient and vigilant to remain safe while this pandemic cycle plays out. I'm stunned by the way Gesia has successfully organized this rich virtual event. My congratulations to the entire Gesia team for visionary and hard work. You have set a standard and a roadmap for other community organizations. What an honor bestowed upon me by Gesia. I am humbled by this recognition, and I'm extremely happy to receive this award on behalf of all those who have worked in Gujarat's IT industry since 1980s and earlier. At the news of this award being conferred upon me, my mind flashed back 30 years ago when I plunged into my business. First as a proprietary company and subsequently as a privately registered company. 1990 to 2020. It is a coincidence and irony of sorts. A large part of IT industry, including us, are working from home since last few months due to a pandemic. 30 years ago, I was working from home too, not due to a pandemic, but because I could not afford an office. It has been a joyride of 30 years. 1990 was an era when we had no internet. A mail meant postal service. Computers with 286 and 386 processors, monochrome display, 1 MB RAM, 20 MB hard disk, a 5.25 floppy drive holding 360 KB to 1.2 MB data, character-based interface of MS-DOS, dot matrix printers, a telephone connection in OIT category costing rupees 15,000. Think about it. Today, we don't even look at the cost of a phone or a phone call. With a wait time of 18 months, after you pay 15,000 rupees, you wait for 18 months in Navarangpura zone. And once you have the phone, if you make a phone call to Bangalore, it will cost you rupees 30 per minute. Today in 2020, most IT engineers don't understand data, RAM and transmission speeds in kilobytes. I use the word joyride because I have seen the growth of IT industry and IT usage in Gujarat over these 30 years. While the temptation for most IT companies was to work and earn through software exports, I felt the need was much higher to work with local companies and government. This was also in line with my goal as a returnee from USA, to contribute more to India as its citizen. It's a matter of immense pride to see many of our customers grow from small-sized organizations to large corporates. Even greater moments of pride and joy came to see transformation of Gujarat government through e-governance initiatives. In the days when Karnataka and Andhra were competing to be number one in IT industry, Gujarat government won the award for best e-governance initiative from Computer Society of India in 2002 for its government to citizen portal mahitishakti.net. A matter of pride that our company developed this portal then. We have been proudly associated with many such e-governance initiatives and have seen a great positive impact on citizens through such work. Subhibai, just mentioned, and I absolutely endorse his views. Awards are given to individuals, but I believe that it's just a representative act, and there are numerous people and stakeholders who have helped me achieve this recognition. I'm deeply indebted to the faith and support of my parents and family, my colleague Satyarth, and a large number of team members over the last 30 years. Trusting and supporting customers, Sandeep and Maulik have been some of my early customers, and many other stakeholders and service providers. I'm always inspired by many other achievers in IT fraternity of Gujarat, and two of those achievers are right now with us in this forum. Finally, I'm taking a bit of a liberty and I'm accepting and sharing this award with my better half Rupal, who has been with me at every step wholeheartedly, taking huge burden on family, social and work fronts, and encouraging me at all times. So just give me a moment as I receive this wonderful plaque that GACIA has organized. Here we go. And that's my supportive wife, Rupal. Thank you so much. So once again, GACIA, thank you very much for this honor. Many congratulations for a fantastic organization of this event. And I hope to continue my journey thanks to the motivation that you all have provided to me today. Jai Jai Garbi Gujarat. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Truly an honor to be here with you. Thank you so much. And many congratulations. And going further, again, I want to draw your attention that on our portal, we are also providing a pleasant user experience with virtual one-on-one networking rooms, virtual exhibitor stalls with comprehensive details of products and solutions. Go for that experience and get the most of it. Also, asking all the CIOs and CXOs, friends and participants to engage with the virtual exhibitors available in their respective stalls for exciting interactions. Also, I request all of you to please share your feedback in order to work even better in future events. I want to share with you this portal will be available for networking for a few more days. So take the maximum benefit of virtual B2B interactions as well. So finally, moving towards the end of this lovely conference that we have throughout the day, would like to invite